Coming up on the Get Loud podcast, we're debating LeBron's son if he should go to the NBA.
Not really.
No. Also, a massive debate on TSA pre-check. This is guy talk time.
And what about that total eclipse jinx?
Oh, I'm told these are good for thumbnails. Hey, man. Whoa. Wow, bro. It's the Get Loud podcast. Fred
All I
Smoot,
can do is
Michael
hear
Jenkins.
you. I can't see you.
I think it sounds like you, bro, but I can't see you. These things are dark.
No, listen. I feel like a Vulcan. I feel like I'm on the Starship Enterprise.
Yes.
Like I'm Spock or something. Like at the end of the day, you know, I'm a big astronomy guy right here. So,
Yes.
you know, I love solar eclipse and things like this. But these glasses, my friend, like you practically.
nothing.
But then I see other people get out their car and they look up with regular glasses. Now I know why they go blind.
Yes. Do yourself a favor. Do not.
Wear these and drive.
Although I was going to say, you know what? Maybe it'll thin out the population.
Yeah.
Like, if you're looking into the sun, maybe it's time for you to just go off into the distance.
That would not be good for the workforce out of the economy, man.
No.
I'm just telling you that. I'm going to have to take these off as much as I love the eclipse, and I can't wait for it. You know, at the end of the day, it's one of those things where when people say, make sure you have the right glasses.
Yes.
You need to understand how dark and you cannot see through these glasses, especially if you're right there in the trail of totality. All right, that means you're going to get at least 85% of the eclipse, which we are. We should be right at 89%, but we really need to be in Indianapolis to get 100%. And these are the things you wait for. Like I always, like the last eclipse, I remember I was on the highway.
Okay.
And it just went dark and everybody started pulling over and all us looking in the sky.
Right.
No glasses on. I even took pictures of it. All right, so that's why I wanted to make sure it was safe. The first thing I did was stick my phone out of the sunroof and I took the picture like that.
Oh, did you? That's smart.
Trying to, because I wanted a visual of it, but I also want to be able to see next Thursday.
Also true. There are some people, they don't care about this. Like my friend Jen, I was telling you guys before the show, she is an actual rocket scientist for NASA. She's in Cleveland right now because that's one of the best places to see the eclipse. Like she's hardcore.
No. How could you be a human being living on Earth and not be fascinated? Because you got to realize, back in like the 1600s, imagine this happening.
This was amazing.
Imagine like walking in the middle of the day and it's all so dark. Don't you think they thought it was the end of the world?
Yes.
Like, it's over, baby. Like, it's like these things they take for granted now that we scientifically know what they are. But looking through the view of somebody else, this had to be very religious.
Yes.
At this time, especially with the Mayan calendar and them tracking this stuff. Like, hey, the eclipse supposed to be today. The eclipse happened. Oh,
people are over it.
Yeah.
It reminds me of this old like Seinfeld clip when he was a comedian before the show, and he was talking. And he's right because remember when the space shuttle first became a thing?
Yeah.
And the world would stop.
Yes.
Classroom stopped and be like, we're gonna watch the space shuttle go into space. And then 10 years on, it was whatever. Yeah. No big deal.
No.
It took off today.
It's on to the new technology.
Exactly.
It's on to the next. Like once we know something, we want to know what's next.
Yes.
All right. So we don't want to see a eclipse of our sun and moon. We want to see an eclipse of a three sun star system.
Yeah.
All right. We want to see something different, and that's what it's all about.
So what'd you do this weekend before we get into a little football? We got a lot of stuff we're going over.
Yeah. Oh, I watched basketball.
Did you?
Me and my girls, my daughters, they love college basketball. So listen, women's college basketball.
No joke.
I think it was 14 million. Watched the game, the Final Four. That blew away every sports thing besides the NFL.
That's right.
Like, that's more than the NBA championship. That's more than the golf. That's more than all of that. I think Caitlin Clark not only is a true clone of Steph Curry because Steph Curry changed basketball. Not pro basketball. He changed basketball.
Yeah.
She's doing the same thing. She is must see. And to watch her fight off Goliath in South Carolina, they were just throwing bodies at her. And she just kept on shooting. I was like, she like Jon Snow at the Battle of the Bastards. She just, regardless of her knowing there's no chance for me to win, fight back. I respect that. Caitlin Clark, you are a gift.
She's awesome, and also full credit to Dawn Staley because what she's done at
Most
SC.
definitely.
Because remember, forever it was Tennessee, UConn, and now we're seeing the power dynamic shift where it's South Carolina is the dynasty right now.
And guess what? They had the numbers. Like, she kept throwing bodies at, like, the reason Iowa lost that game, Iowa had the best player, but they had the best team.
No depth.
South Carolina had the best team. You talking about 36 points off the bench compared to no
None.
points? Zero? like that tells you depth. The best players never win championship. The best teams do. Michael Jordan was the best player, but he didn't win till he got the best team and the best coach. So everything has to be just right.
I'll tell you what I did on Saturday. I went to the Nats-Phillies game, but I got to tell you, man, they teach these Philly kids, like, as soon as they come out of the womb,
what
they're
happened?
talking smack.
Talk to me.
Because these two, I'm sitting there, me, the lovely Catherine, my girl, it's the Nats-Phillies. The Nats are terrible. We know that. It's a regular season game.
Yeah, but Bryce turned his back on us.
Yeah, well, I booed Bryce.
Then he stepped up in Philly. Like, I've been a Philly fan my whole life.
Yeah,
I love Philly. You know what I'm saying? How about everything? So it's a love-hate relationship there.
Yes. These two kids, they must have been like 8, 9, these two boys, next to their parents, and they were talking so much smack, like trying to engage me and my girlfriend. I'm like, I'm not smack with kids.
Yeah.
You're like, I bet Bryce Harper hits 3 home runs today. I bet he hits more home runs today than the entire Nationals roster. I'm like, all right, dude, am I going to have to hear this gibberish, this nonsense? And finally, I looked at Catherine, I was like, oh, my God, these guys had a little more beer. And then finally, they chilled out.
The most obnoxious, unruly. When I say Philly fans, it got to the point I never forget my first ever Philadelphia game in the Vet.
Oh, the Vet.
The Vet.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they were like, yeah, man, it's a jailhouse at the bottom of it. Like at a stadium, they're like, yes, it's a pass.
A real jail.
Yes, and they say most Philly fans don't consider themselves Philly fan until they spend the night there, the date there. Like it's a rite of passage. All right, so I'm like, oh my God. So then they tell me, I'm like, yeah, man, I need a couple of tickets for the Philly game. They're like, no, don't ever invite any Washington fans to Philadelphia. I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Midways through the first game there, it's this big brawl in the stands. And that's when one of my teammates turned to me and said, this why you don't bring any fans to Philadelphia. So, yes, I understand what you went through. And guess what?
Oh, my God.
He can't wait. Them two kids can't wait to see you again because they will remember you and they will talk trash to you again.
As soon as a young boy is born, the dad says, Dak Prescott sucks. Dak Prescott sucks. You hear this, my guy?
You can never like Sonny Jurgensen. See, I'm surprised like the two kids didn't like spit gum in the back of your hair or something.
Yeah.
And they dad would be like, yes, that's an A on the report card right there. I'm bringing you back to the Nationals game.
So we're talking about college basketball on the men's side.
Yeah.
Tonight we get UConn and Purdue. But LeBron James' son, Bronny,
Lebanese James,
has decided he will declare.
Declare what?
Now he's still maintaining his eligibility in the portal, but he is declared for the NBA draft. What is he doing?
Name alone.
Yeah, that's
it. This has nothing to do with it. This is like being named Walt Disney Jr. the third. Like, this is, let's be honest, 5 points a game don't get you into nobody's league.
And he's not even projecting as he's just not a guy right now.
No, he's not. Like, that's why I love football. Even though we have kids, like we see Marvin Harrison Jr. come out this year, like it's like 10 sons of pros coming out this year in the NFL. They're giving nothing. Marvin Harrison Jr. earned that.
Yeah.
Not his daddy. He's not riding his daddy back. Like right now, if we had Joe Montana Jr. At Notre Dame, if he never starts or plays, we don't care about.
Exactly. You be like, you're not your dad. That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay.
That's okay. Just like Joe Ott from Notre Dame. His daddy John played. Right? We don't talk about John because Joe has done his job.
Right.
Like Joe has showed us I am a player. Forget what my dad did. I'm just going to pick up where the old man left off. But this LeBron James thing, if he gets in this NBA, and we know how hard it is to get drafted in the NBA.
Yeah.
This is beyond politics. This is brother-in-law ball at his finest.
Yep.
Now here go the thing. Whoever drafts him, know they have an 80% chance of having LeBron James on their team next year. So is that more of a bargaining chip than it is you earn this? All right, somebody wants to sell tickets. Charlotte.
Right.
If Charlotte say, you know what, we're going to draft Bronny James, have him back up LaMelo Ball, and we get LeBron James.
Well, and this is where it gets tricky, too. When do you draft Bronny? Because A second round, it doesn't matter. Yeah, but a first-round pick in the NBA.
But see, guess what? When they tell him, if you get picked, it's going to be in the second, I think he's going back to school.
Well, and also, how many teams will LeBron actually want to play for? Now, he says he wants to stay with the Lakers, but is he going to – he's still LeBron. Now, he wants to play with his son, but he's going to want to win.
Listen, LeBron is at what we call mogul status now.
He is.
He's a legacy guy. Yes, he wants to win championship, but he also want to have that Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. Are they the only two to play? No, Barry Bonds and his daddy played together.
That's right.
So we got Barry Bonds Sr., Barry Bonds Jr. We got Ken Griffey.
Mm-hmm.
Those two played against each other. I mean, played with each other.
Right.
We've never had in the NFL or the NBA this happen. So,
but is Bron going to the Raptors to play with Bronny?
If he have to. If he got to go to Portland, he's gone. If he got to go to Utah with the Smiths, he's gone. It doesn't matter.
Right.
He's going to go where his son is. Now, let me ask you this, Jinx.
Okay.
Would you really want to play ball with your dad?
No.
Thank you. What if I want to go out and my daddy is on my team?
You know what he needs to do? Bronny needs to transfer to like Kent State, Miami of Ohio. Get his game together, work on his game, and forge his own path, because if he leaves now, his game is not ready now.
It's not ready now. And guess what? The rest of the players in the NBA are going to be saying, you ain't earned this. So they're going to really be at him.
Yes.
Like, they're going to be at him in a way that only athletes understand. Like, dude, you ain't even supposed to be here.
Right. You're taking a roster spot for someone who deserves.
Earned that stuff. That somebody been in the G League or somebody been trying to get in here 5 years, and now you get here, not because of your game, because of your name.
And also, are we trying to win, or are we just trying to sell tickets to make money?
Yeah. You can't tell the rest of the player we trying to win, and you drafting him with the 10th pick in the draft.
Yeah.
Let's just say the Wizards.
Okay.
They did it with Michael. They brought Jordan here. And we might have, a lottery pick?
Imagine if you give up on someone. If you choose Bronny before someone who ends up becoming a 10-year star in this league, in the NBA, however long it is, an all-star, a contributor, but you decided for a couple years you wanted LeBron to come play for you, but you set back your franchise. You can't do it.
You can't do it, because then it's just showing favorites. It's like Michael Jordan's sons. They just looked at their dad and said, you know what, we just ain't going to
I'd have done the same thing.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm going to be a CPA.
Yeah, I'm a lawyer, man. I'm not going to try. No, I would have been like, I'm finna be Air Jordan III. Like, I'm finna.
Impossible.
Why not? Why not go for it? Like, I respect Bronny for it, but it's about time we say the truth. He should have gave his name right to his second son. Because his second son already 6'5".
Yes. It's okay. There's zero shame in not being as good or comparable as arguably the greatest player of all time or top 5 player of all time.
I was about to say, LeBron has all the records. Yes. He is the GOAT of his generation. All right. So, if my dad is the GOAT, how much farther can I go?
You can't. You can't.
So you don't ever feel like the son of a great player can beat his daddy greatness?
Well, it depends on how great his father was. When you're talking about
apex,
what are the chances
that another James?
I mean, you could choose anyone, son or not, and it's hard to eclipse one of the greatest of all time. The law of percentages is against you.
Now, when you're talking about greatness, because I've seen guys that come out and they're like, dynamic player, they're very good, and then they have a son that takes it to the next level.
Right.
Like Dale Curry, very good. He ain't Steph.
That's true, but Dale also during his prime, you wouldn't have been shocked if I told you someday someone will come along who's better than Dale Curry. Very good player.
I wouldn't be shocked.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we had good players have sons that become great, but have we ever had a great that had a great?
I don't think so.
Like, I know Mike Tyson should have had, like, some kids out here. Does Mike Tyson Jr.? Because we didn't have Muhammad Ali. His daughter tried in his footsteps. But have we really had a great? Because I think Ken Griffey Sr. was great, and his son was better, and Barry Bonds Jr.
Klay Thompson, better than Michael Thompson, but during his heyday, Michael Thompson was a champion with the Lakers.
But he wasn't
exactly.
Apex.
He wasn't Apex.
He ain't Magic Johnson.
No, not even close.
Yeah.
No.
So that's what I'm saying. Have we had a Magic Johnson Jr.? Have we had a
Karl
Malone Jr.? Have we had, like, great on top of great. Have two. Well, now that I think about it, Marvin Harrison was great. Hall of Famer.
But even then, the bar is crazy high.
I'm just saying, Marvin Harrison Sr., who I played against, is great. Considered
No
greatness. Does his son has a chance to be that? Because I think we're looking at that in our face right now.
It's possible. That is an actual possibility.
Yeah, if anybody could do it, I think that one could pick up where the daddy left off and say, you know what, I'm going to have like 50 more yards than you.
It's so rare.
Yeah,
but it does happen. All right, play some bills here. Let's talk about Honda.
Why not?
You have to explore the sophisticated, sleek look of the CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid, Honda's most powerful electrifying vehicles yet. Conquer the unpaved road in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks, like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most capable SUV ever, or guys, experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive Honda Civic with an available turbocharged engine. Get power, performance, and ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda perfect for you. See your local Washington area Honda dealer today. And our guys at Recycle Track Systems, transforming the way commercial businesses and communities manage waste and recycling. They combine the power of AI with premium customer service to optimize waste pickup schedules, ensuring timely and efficient collections to keep our neighborhoods cleaner and
greener.
Bam! Visit rts.com to learn more about how they can help your business manage waste more responsibly.
See, that's why we brought Texas to the SEC. We brought y'all to raise the academics, between y'all and Vanderbilt. You know what I'm
Us in Vandy, that's about right.
Y'all keep the GPA up to make sure all us rest of us can go out there and play sports.
So we're going to have a debate. We're going to hand out some advice here.
Yeah.
We've been through relationships.
Yeah.
We've seen some things.
Hey, I've won and I've lost. I've married and I've been divorced and I've seen it all.
I'm the same way.
All right. But I ain't no quitter. Huh?
So you've probably seen threads like this on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
AITA. Yeah. Am I the, you can figure that out.
Butt.
So, am I the butt?
Yeah.
So, this is a guy, and he's talking about how it's a very long, very well-explained situation that he's putting out there. And he's saying, look, I have TSA pre-check.
Yeah, I do too.
So do I.
Yeah.
He travels all the time for work on a regular basis.
Yeah.
His partner, his girl, does not have TSA pre-check.
By her own choice.
By her own choice. She thinks it's too much of a hassle to get it.
Yeah.
So,
until she gets to the airport.
Then they get to the airport, and he said, do you mind if I go to TSA pre-check?
Yeah.
And she said, not a problem. Until...
first of all, Jinx, when a woman says not a problem, it's two sides to that coin, right?
Yes.
One is a test, and one is I really don't have a problem. How, as men, do we supposed to know the difference?
The difference is you just got to tell me what you're thinking. That's it.
They won't.
The test, I can't, I'm not up. It's early. I'm at the airport. I'm not up for a test. I'm just trying to get through security.
I know it, but guess what? When she say not a problem, she texting her homegirl right now. Let's see what he's about to do.
He's like, we got a problem. I'm like, what? I thought you said this wasn't a problem. I thought everything was fine.
Yeah, until it's not.
So he gets through.
Yeah.
She's angry. It takes her long, so she's mad. Yeah. So now she, on a regular basis, according to him, tells her friends she was abandoned at the airport.
In the line. Because we just went to another line.
Yeah. So he's saying, I think I have earned the right if we go to the airport because she doesn't want TSA pre-check. And I think I've earned the right to go through pre-check on my own. And then we meet up when we're done. But she feels as if this is unfair and that she's being abandoned.
Yeah.
So, Fred, based on your personal experiences, who's right here?
The man is right.
I think you're right.
In this situation, because he said in the writing that we've done this multiple times. In times I've stayed back with her.
Yeah.
In times the airport has said, no, you got pre-check. We need you to get in this line because this line is too long. All right. And if they traveled multiple times, because I only look at what the facts are.
Right.
She had multiple chances to get this pre-check done. She's using this. She's weaponizing this. Like, not only is she weaponizing this, she is the highest maintenance of the high maintenance. I done earned and owned a couple of luxury cars.
Okay.
They are high maintenance.
Yes.
The maintenance on them costs thousands when I could take my pickup truck to auto parts store
right,
and get that thing done for $80. All right, so I learned, like, you know what? I need to back up off of these high maintenance things and go with the easy going thing. And right now, Jinx, the things she's showing us is she wants things her way.
Right.
Like, see, when you get in a relationship, it's 50-50 until it's time to make decisions.
In theory.
In theory. All right? Now, if it's truly 50-50 and we in this thing together, don't you think it's worth both of us moving through the airport expeditiously?
Yeah.
Through TSA? Well, I already got mine. All we got to do is get yours.
Yeah.
She is standing firm. I'm not going to get it. She's saying I'm not going to get it because she wants to test you every time you show up at an airport. And see, if that was me, I would be Speedy Gonzalez. All right? Running through the airport. Hertz commercial.
That's a good reference.
Just, I'm there. All right? I'm going to be waiting at the bar by the gate with a drink already for you.
Because that's the kind of guy you are.
That's a stand-up. All right? I'm going to have an umbrella in it. I'm going to probably be in there for 45 minutes. I'll be talking to somebody else. Oh, yeah, there go my girl. She's stubborn, but I love her. Right. But why are you here so early, sir? I got pre-check. My girl don't. She refuses to? Like, the option for her to get this is always open, Jinx.
Yes.
But she refused to get it because she wants to make a point.
Yes. And for two things here. First of all is don't play a game like I'm going to test him. You'll have a much more successful relationship on both sides if you're just honest about where you stand. Because if you're playing games like this in the middle of a relationship, then do I trust what you say?
I can't.
I don't need this unnecessary drama. I would rather you say, you know what? Would you mind just staying with me? I'd rather you say that than to give me some sort of test that I'm going to fail no matter what.
Yeah, thank you. If this man, if it's like a group of people that say, you know what, this is a bad man. I don't know what we can do. Because I don't think this is a bad dude. He asked the question.
Yeah.
And I'm telling him now, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. What can make this so easy
Good person.
is for her to get TSA check, pre-check. Simple.
She just needs to go down and get it. It'll take you 20 minutes to be fine.
She won't get it done because it's too much like right. Bet365. Most definitely. Get Loud Podcast is brought to you by Bet365, official sporting bet partner of the Washington Commanders. Bet on a range of NFL markets with the Bet365 app. Craft your own personalized bet slips and parlays. Access thousands of games with live streaming. Place your bet before the match, during the game. It's up to you. Download the Bet365 app today. Join 80 million members worldwide. Age 21 plus only. Must be physically located in Virginia. Gambling problem? Call or text 1-800-GAMBLER and MWAA. We don't travel to escape life. We travel so life don't escape us. All we have to do is dream of any place in the world, and in a blink of an eye, we're there. That's the wonder of flight. All you have to do is decide where to. Dulles International Airport. Let your imagination soar. Book your adventure today. Fly at flydulles.com/nonstop. Question.
Ooh.
Are there going to be any flights in the sky at 2:30 today during the eclipse?
Can't be.
Well, they fly at night already, Jinx.
I guess there can be. They can't, like, ground all air traffic. I guess you're right. I'm sure there will be.
Like they fly at night. And I was thinking about that while I was reading it. Like, at 2:30, it's just going to go dark. And
they'll just have to adjust and put on the lights,
just turn on the lights on the plane.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Yeah, you know, what would it affect? What major thing in the world would a solar eclipse?
This is going to be a weird answer, but I would just be curious if that process affects the gauges and instruments in the plane because it's such an abnormal process to happen at the same time. Probably not.
I guess maybe the only thing it'll confuse is maybe animals. Like, animals be out there like, yeah, it's noontime. Oh, my God, it's night. I will like a nocturnal animal. Like an owl.
Yeah.
Somebody that only comes out at night would be like, it's a little too early, but let me get on out here. like, I just wonder, what process does it sidetrack?
Yeah.
What I'm saying. Yeah.
No, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You know what? We actually have some football to talk about.
Yeah, we haven't talked
any football yet. Got some stuff off our chest, though. Marcus Mariota, going to be the first quarterback ever to wear 0.
Yes.
The Commanders released the new acquisitions, free agents, assignees, and their jersey numbers, some familiar ones on there. But I didn't see this one.
Yeah. 0.
0.
You know what?
How do you feel about 0?
If I was a corner,
Yeah.
0 is a perfect number because that's how many catches you're going to get. 0. All right? Every time a quarterback looked at me, I just point at him and be like, 0.
Right.
All right? Now, as a quarterback.
How many completions you got? 0.
So, like,
I don't want it.
I don't want it.
I
don't know. But I wonder because we're starting to run out of numbers.
Yeah.
Between retired and just the fact that the numbers they're dwindling. Would I get to wear 1.5? Like 1/2? Like, could I wear 1.5?
I think if anyone should, it should definitely be.
Because you remember Lil Penny, and then he had like
Lil Penny.
Lil Penny wore the 1.5. So I wish I could have been the first corner to wear 1.5.
It's coming. One of these days.
1.5. It's gonna be my favorite player. Like at the end of the day, when you step out there with that 1/2 on, I ain't even a full number. All right, I'm half of a number. All right, 1.5. All right, so I just think the number's going because I don't ever see nobody wearing 100.
Oh no, I don't want to see that.
101.
Nobody wants to see that.
Come on, we're talking like let's just fast.
It's gonna happen at some point.
Let's fast track this thing 75 years.
It'll happen.
That'll be like what 2,100.
Guys will be wearing emoji for numbers.
Yeah,
it'll be ridiculous.
No, the number probably be fluently changing.
Yeah. And be like, hey, this guy's the first pitcher to ever wear the poop emoji. We've never seen that before. Wow. What does that say?
And he stinks.
And he stinks.
Hey, but throwing that dragon fire. All right, that's how numbers, I think they will grow. All right, as we grow, they will grow, and we will see some strange things in 2,100.
Are there certain numbers that you automatically associate with a certain player?
Yeah.
Like
21 is associated with it started with Deion.
And then
Sean Taylor.
Yep.
And of course I would. Deion handed me the jersey. Because people don't know it. My first 4 days here practicing, I wore 23. Nobody's really ever seen me in 23.
Didn't D Hall wear 23 for a long time?
Yeah, D Hall loves 23. And Deion said, I'm finna retire. He was like, here go my locker, here go my number, here go my jersey. I mean, here go everything. Just set it out for me. So 21 has always, to me, now there's been some offensive players that have worn it. Desmond Howard won Heisman in it. That's like a lot of guys have wore it. But if I say 21, 90% of the people going to get up and say Deion Sanders.
Yes.
All right, so I think 12, when you say 12, it's quarterbacks. It's just quarterback number all day long. And Tom Brady kind of took it to the next level.
Staubach had it. Terry Bradshaw had it.
Like, you got guys that 12 is that. Randall Cunningham, that 12 is just, it's just one of those numbers.
It just feels like a quarterback's number.
It feels like a quarterback number. When I see the number 1, who comes to mind when you hear the number 1? When you
Honestly, Warren Moon. It's what I always think about.
Were they not their Houston jerseys? Were they not the Oilers jerseys, the best jerseys in football?
Yes.
It's something about baby blue. Because North Carolina's football jerseys, like their baby blue hits a different way. Like even with the Chargers. Like the Chargers put on their baby blue and I'd be like, oh, they're powder blue, son.
Yeah, there's something about it.
It's just something about it. I don't know if because it looked like the sky, this is refreshing or something.
Yeah.
But it's a very warm, inviting color.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah.
99, Wayne Gretzky. 23, Jordan.
Warren Sapp. I think Warren Sapp with 99 too. But yeah, you're right. 23 is one person. 23 is one person in this world, and that's Michael Jordan. I think of 8. I think of Kobe.
Yep.
So it's certain numbers tied to certain guys, and I don't think that'll ever change. Even 34, and this player gonna blow your mind. When I think of the number 34, I think of Bo Jackson.
Oh, do you? Okay. I thought Earl Campbell, but also Walter Payton.
Yes, Walter Payton. Now, the thing
Bo's a good one, though.
I remember getting up on a Saturday morning, fixing like the biggest bowl of cereal you have ever seen. Bring that powdered milk on, baby. All right? Making the biggest bowl of cereal, and I would watch this cartoon that had Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and Bo Jackson. Do you not remember that cartoon?
Oh, I don't.
No, this was the cartoon they were just great players, and I was like, how are they writing this cartoon? Like, how much can Michael Jordan, Wayne Gretzky, and Bo Jackson go out and do together? Like, but it was a great cartoon. I think you need to Google it when we get out there.
Yeah. I'll tell you who I always think about when I think of 56.
Oh, it ain't but 156.
LT.
I'm sorry.
God,
you say 56.
You
say LT.
That's why I want to put that out
Most definitely. Like, that's hands down one of the things, like, that goes with the game.
Yes.
Yes, most
Every now and then I'll just pull up some LT highlights just to like watch somebody just absolutely dominate the game.
Viciously,
like
viciously hurt people. Like viciously hurt people.
Yes.
And then go party and take on the world. Like listen.
Like party all night and then come back and dominate a football game.
That's what it is. Some guys love the on the field and the off the field.
That's true.
Yeah.
So right now it's the off season here.
Yeah.
But we're hearing some great stories come out here in Ashburn about Dan Quinn, about talking to different players, and how he sat everyone down in a meeting room and said, all right, if you're sitting where you are right now, you get up.
And sit somewhere else.
Sit somewhere else. Get to know your teammates.
Yeah.
You could end up meeting your best friend and also win this together.
Yeah.
Let's get out of, which is natural, right? Human
Let's
nature.
get out of bad habits.
Yeah, let's get out of these little cliques and let's get to know
the whole team.
Yeah, the entire team. And I really love that, which may sound very simple, but these are little team-building things that go a long way.
When you micromanage the right way, you get what you want in totality. All right? What he's trying to say is, guys, it's probably like 20 of y'all left over from the last regime. It's more new guys than old guys.
Yeah.
I need y'all to become one. Ain't no new and old. It's just now.
Yep.
Walking in the building today, it was just writing up here, don't worry about a month. Don't worry about last month. Worry about the next 24 hours each day that you can control. The messaging is different in the building. He's telling them Pro Bowlers do not win Super Bowls. The best team wins Super Bowl. And that's why the best team usually have more Pro Bowlers.
Yep.
Right? Until we become a team and stop playing individually, we will never reach the pinnacle we're trying to reach. So get up out of that seat that you've been sitting in the last 3 years that amounted to nothing and go get in a new seat and talk to a new partner and a new friend. Because even with Coach Gibbs, I love the thing about, even though he was so offensively heavy, he was always around us. But we was always mixing in with each other. We didn't care if you played offense or defense or special teams. We was a team.
Yeah.
And as long as you got that, you have a chance. So I like what he's building. You can never build a roof of the house until you build a flow first.
Yep.
Right? Well, guess what? We laying this foundation with concrete. It got some staying power.
And I love the story that Tress Way told, and he said that he texted Dan Quinn after he was hired and then went up to his office, and Tress said, we talked maybe for about 3 or 4 minutes about football.
Yeah.
But the rest of the time, we just got to know each other. And that's how you really start to connect with someone.
Man, that's how you do it as a coach, because when we in here, on the outside of this building, we only glorified for our talent and what we do.
Right.
Nobody ever takes time and say, I want to know the person. Like your boss at everyday jobs don't actually want to know the person. But we spend so much time together. If you don't want to know the person, you still gonna get to know the person.
Right.
So it's great when a coach look you in the face, like Coach Gibbs did with us. I care about more than the player. I care about the person and what happened to you afterwards.
Have you been in a situation, I'm sure you have, or what is a situation in which you met someone new in the locker room you played with, and you didn't anticipate, you had an idea of maybe what they were about, but then you got to know them and you were like, what a surprise, and now we really connect.
Sean Springs.
Oh, Blue?
The best. Listen. I found our meeting, first of all, was so, like, crazy. It's the off season, just like this. Quiet in the building. I don't really go home that much in the off season. If I did, I'd come right back. I'm getting out the shower. I mean, the steam room.
Yeah.
Looking chisel. And we signing free agents. But Sean was one of the first.
Okay, yeah.
So he walked. They showing him the locker room. They trying to show him the building. So I walk in. Of course, I'm sitting. He see my name. He like, what up, Smoot? I don't know who he is yet. He like, yeah, what up? I'm Springs. I like, oh, what up, man? He like, it's a pleasure for you to be my sidekick. Can't wait to play with you. So I'm looking around. Ain't nobody in the locker room but me and him. I'm looking around like, who is this dude talking to?
What?
He like, listen, ain't no Batman without Robin. I said,
he said this?
I said, I just met you 10 minutes ago. He like, yeah, man, me and you gonna be tight. And we was tight.
I love that.
Ever since then. So I love people to be them.
Yeah.
I don't want you to come in here and show me your representative. Like, the one thing about him, he has no representative. Like, what you get is what you see.
Yes.
So when I met him, I like, you really epitomize the Ohio State man. Like, you're really.
My God. Don't get. Oh, yes, he loves it.
And he was like, yes, you're right. He was like, and you are shoe. And I like this dude right here. He just no respect for people. I love that.
Yes, Sean is extremely likable from the first time you meet him. But you were like,
oh, he will catch you off guard.
Yes.
Because he'll say something clearly like, yeah, man, me and you could be friends, but you're not that attractive. So I most definitely help you out any way I can. I'd be like, this dude.
I remember when I first started working with Sean years ago, and he said something just very subtle, and
it's always very subtle.
He said something like, "Hey man, I'm excited to carry you." And I was like, and I kind of,
and it was your show,
and I was like,
and it was your show.
He was like joining TV for the first time, and I was like, all right, I remember something like that, and I was like, but then he started laughing, and
like,
immediately,
look at this dude. Like his intros are crazy, like,
very good.
No, he would tell players if he didn't really like him, he'd be like, nah, man.
We just tell him straight up.
I don't mess with you. Nah, we ain't got nothing in common. Like that's who he was. I appreciate truth. I appreciate the truth, man.
It's just like if somebody asks you, hey, do you mind if I go through TSA pre-check? You just give them a straight answer.
I tell her, you know what? Go through there. Yeah. I'll be all right myself. I have traveled by myself before. I have stayed in lines by myself before since first grade. I have, I have walked through metal detectors. Right. Like, am I leaving you in the jungle?
Yeah.
No, just go ahead and get that drink.
Is it okay for me to abandon you for a few minutes?
Where are you abandoning me at? Is it a McDonald's? Where are you leaving me at?
I'll see you at the Compass Coffee on the other side after you've been abandoned.
Listen, that's where we are built different. Yes. We're built different in that way. Because some stuff about us, we do it because it needs to be done. They do it because of principle.
A very astute point.
Yeah, thank you.
Let's talk about Honda. Speaking of astute, always on point, always nailing it, always the right side. You got to explore the sophisticated, sleek look of the CR-V Hybrid and Accord Hybrid, Honda's most powerful electrifying vehicles yet. Conquer the unpaved road in one of Honda's rugged SUVs and trucks, like the Pilot Trail Sport, Honda's most capable SUV ever, or experience the thrilling performance of the fun-to-drive Honda Civic.
Yeah.
With an available turbocharged engine if you want it. Power, performance, ruggedness with Honda. Find the Honda perfect for you at your local Washington area Honda dealer.
That sound like me. Power,
ruggedness.
Rugged. Mississippi.
Chiseled.
Rugged. Don't make me take my shirt off.
Oh, no. The people can't handle it.
All right.
They can't handle it.
I understand.
SeatGeek, guys. SeatGeek. The official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders. The deal is finalized, and SeatGeek is the newest member of the family. If you haven't heard the name yet, get used to it. You'll be hearing it a lot more throughout the year, whether you're buying or selling tickets to Commanders games or any other live event in the DMV. SeatGeek is the place to do it. The official ticketing partner of the Washington Commanders, so Commanders fans can fan.
Did you hear about this news? Did you hear about the new song? Because, Beyonce dropped her country record album. She has a song called Levi Jeans, and she did this with Post Malone.
Oh, I like Post.
I love Post Malone.
Yeah.
Since this song dropped, Levi stock has surged 20%. Did you go buy some Levi's this week?
Well, I wish I'd have known this. I would have.
Listen, the small thing that surges these things.
It's amazing.
I'm going to tell you one of my favorite guys I love to watch because I just think he just so edgy and just don't care. I love people that just really self-confident.
Yes.
Do you like Jelly Roll?
Okay. I mean, he is very confident. Let me put it that way.
Listen, he has drawn so many things on his face. I'm just lost.
He's got a lot on his face. He's got a lot going on.
Yeah,
Jelly Roll has a lot going on.
Yes.
Which the name Jelly Roll should tell you.
Hey, first of all, Jelly Roll is a very good name choice.
For him?
Yeah.
It's the perfect name choice.
Like this self just embracing everything.
Yes.
Like if I wouldn't want him to come out and his name be Mr. Slim.
Right.
That ain't who he is.
Yeah.
He is a
Stan
Jelly Roll.
McGee? No, you're Jelly Roll.
You're a Jelly Roll. So at the end of the day, be who you are and be the best you can be.
Oh, that's great advice.
Yeah. So I won't come back with like 7 teardrops.
No.
All right.
Just get ready to take your shirt off for the people.
All right, I got you.
Okay, we're going to play a game now.
Yep.
This is the catchphrase game, draft edition, another one of Anna's great games here.
Yeah, she always have great games.
She does.
High maintenance, but great games.
Her own admission, by the way.
Yeah,
Anna told us
just
that.
don't take it to
she
the
told
airport.
us that.
Yeah, don't take it to the
I'm
airport.
supposed to turn this on. She said do it. Oh, nailed it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think we're just going to fill in the name. I'm going to be terrible at this game, by the way.
Hey, don't worry. I will tote you.
You got to.
It's a privilege for me to
You
tote
have to carry us.
I
here.
got you.
Okay, here we go. Oh. So this is the name of a draft pick. I guess I just leave a name out, Anna?
Yeah, you leave the name
All right,
out.
here we go.
Try to leave the school out to make it hard for me.
Okay. I'll give you the position, right?
No,
you
don't give me the position. Just give me some stuff that describe this person.
Oh. Last name, Neighbors.
Malik.
Oh, you got it. Easy. Easy.
Yeah, I've been saying, I like to make it hard. Okay.
Okay.
One of the best names in the draft.
Okay.
All right. Catch balls.
Catch balls.
All right.
Roma Dunze.
That's what I'm talking
got
about. That's what I'm talking about.
That's your guy. So you get excited. It's got to be Roma Dunze. Oh, man.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, here we go. Oh. Might be the most underrated signal caller in the draft.
J.J. McCarthy.
Got it.
You should have said quarterback face.
Oh, I should have said quarterback.
He's a good-looking guy. All right. His daddy played.
Marvin Harrison.
Nope.
Joe Alt.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh. How do I say this? This prospect went to the same school as Doc Walker.
I thought Doc Walker went to the first school of America in the early 1700s. UCLA?
Yep. Coming off the edge.
Oh, Latu.
Got it.
All right.
There it is. Oh, that was good, man.
All right. This one. Midnight Train to Georgia
Okay.
meets great catcher.
Well, Gladys Knight and the Pips.
Close to them pimps. People think he gonna team up with Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, man, I don't know. Who is it?
Brock Bowers, man.
Oh, Brock Bowers.
Come on,
God.
man. Georgia.
Oh, I was thinking like, oh, man, all right. Oh. Went to the same school as Caitlin Clark. Bad boy corner.
Cooper DeJean.
Cooper DeJean.
No, yes, sir.
Yes.
I will put him out there. I think he's gonna be great. This gonna be easy. Homeboy.
Your homeboy?
Our homeboy.
Jaden Daniels.
He ain't our
Drake
homeboy.
May? Who's our homeboy?
He from D.C.
Oh, Caleb Williams.
I did.
Oh, I didn't know he was our guy.
He holla out Jaden Daniels.
I was like, who's our boy? Is it Sean again? Is he coming out?
Sean Spring.
Oh, man. I just mentioned this guy. The easy as it gets.
You just mentioned everybody.
No, I just mentioned this one guy. Bayou Bengal.
Jaden Daniels.
There you go.
All right. Way to do it.
All right.
All right. Threw him under there. We just mentioned this guy. His daddy played.
Marvin Harris. I like that two of the friends like his daddy played. All right, last one. Who do you think this might be? Of all the people in the draft that we've talked about, who do you think this might be the one guy we haven't talked about?
The one guy we haven't talked about.
Think about this team and all the big-time prospects in the draft. Whose name have we not mentioned?
Mr. Drake May.
Got it. Right in time.
Hey, we work, brother.
Oh, we're on the clock again?
I don't know.
The answer is definitely not Wile E. Coyote, I'll tell you that.
Most definitely.
That's it for the Get Loud podcast presented by SeatGeek. That's my guy, Fred Smoot. I'm Jinx. Man,
Stay out of those airports.